everyone, Morgan here. So I've talked a little bit about realistic water consumption in the past, but I wanted to make a comprehensive video about it. Something that has come up a lot is everybody recommends, FEMA, everybody recommends just 1 gallon of water per day. However, 1 gallon of water per day is really only taking into consideration drinking water. And we also have to consider different types of climates. 1 gallon a day, like for in the middle of summer here in Texas, just isn't gonna cut it, not even just for drinking, especially in emergencies and disasters. Even if you're bugging in, bugging out, if you don't have electricity or you're having to be outside in a warm house, whatever it is, you are going to be consuming more water, period, okay? Now, maybe in the colder months, you're not gonna be consuming as much water, but 1 gallon a day per person, I don't think is really gonna cut it. Maybe for drinking, maybe in ideal conditions where you're just sitting there all day doing nothing. But we also have to consider other things that we're using water for. Hygiene, cooking, cleaning. Yes, even in emergency disasters, you'll be cleaning a little bit, even if it's just like a bowl or a spoon or something that you're using, right? Even if you have paper plates or plastic spoons or whatever, there's going to be something, what have you cooked with that you're going to be cleaning and using this water with? So that's all consumption of water. Hygiene is going to take a little bit of water, even just to quickly wipe yourself down or something. There's going to be some sort of hygiene aspect to it on a daily basis, especially if you have kids and stuff. You're going to want to clean your kids, right? So, then there's going to be pets and livestock. What water do you have for your pets and livestock? How much water do you have for them? Do you have a nearby water source that you can go get water for them? Or do you have a rainwater collection system? Or do you have those big, gallons of waters, not gallons, but it's like multi-gallons of tubs that you can go outside and just, that can be used for your livestock and whatever. It's just one of those things that you have to consider. 1 gallon a day, is that really gonna be enough? For some people it might, but for the majority of us, 1 gallon a day is barely gonna cover our drinking needs, let alone cooking and everything else. So my suggestion to you is to calculate how much water you use on a daily basis. Now, of course, in an emergency or disaster, the amount of water that you use could vary. You may want to ration it, and I know a lot of people say don't ration your water, but in extreme situations, you may have to ration it. It just kind of depends on the situation. You may be using less water because you're not showering, maybe you're just doing spot clean, stuff like that. You may be using less water because, you simply can't use the water, water's not flowing, whatever. Whatever the situation may be, you may be using less water. However, it's a good idea to calculate how much water you and your family use on a daily basis, and then calculate what you're going to need for water storage. I would honestly suggest at least 2 gallons per person per day. 1 gallon could be for drinking, the other gallon could be for cooking, hygiene, whatever, and then whatever's left from that other gallon could go towards drinking as well. But, there's a lot to consider when it comes to water storage, but I would not stick with the 1 gallon per person per day. Always have more. 2 gallons per person per day, at least start there. 1 gallon for us, especially here in Texas, somewhere that gets really hot, and stays hot for longer periods of time, 1 gallon a day simply isn't going to work for us. But of course, every situation is going to be different. You're going to be prepping for different things in different regions. So again, calculate how much you and your family use per day, and then kind of calculate how much you think you're going to need to store for emergencies and disasters. That's going to be probably the best method. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, please consider supporting me on patreon.com. All links are going to be down below. And come visit me on my Facebook and Instagram. And remember, conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Thanks so much for watching.